And good morning, guys. Johnny here from Carney Health. It's 6:30 in the morning. I came out to check out the sunrise, and I wanted to talk today about as always is health, right? And the point today is about all these protocols, all these supplements, and all these tests, right? I am trying to go, and at 52 years old, the most natural way possible. And what I mean, the more natural way, I don't want to add things up. I want to cut things off. I don't want to take that supplement, this supplement. What I try to do is, as far as supplementing my diet, is just getting the right nourishment, nutrition, on point. And when I refer to nutrition, right, what I want to do is simply get energy generating the least amount of waste. If you just think about it for a second, right, the more waste you generate in the body, the more dirty you are. You're not an efficient machine. I just want to take things in, my body to absorb, right, what it needs, and not create waste that will end up taking me to the bathroom, spending time in the bathroom. Right? I'm not against science. I'm all for it, right? But like I said before, it's just we're moving so fast into the future. Science is moving, and it's always changing. You cannot agree on a diet. You cannot agree on a protocol. You cannot agree even on exercises, right? But the basis, the macro, right, of health is there, except for one point. What are the macros? The macros are, you got to be rested, right? People say it's sleeping, and I say it's not sleeping, it's restfulness, right? And sleeping is the best way to get it, but it's not the only way to get it, right? The other one is exercise. Everybody knows you got to move it or lose it, right? Which kind of exercise? That depends, but all kinds of exercises add to the equation here. And the other one is nutrition. I call it nourishment, right? Instead of nutrition. Because we are a battery, right? And what we need is to be energized, right? People keep thinking that we are just we're a piece of bread or with a noodle, or guys, we're forgetting we are a battery. That's what we need to be, alkaline, right? And we want to be conductive, right? And that's why, right, I ended up with the raw plant-based, mostly fruits diet, which is mostly water, ionized, filtered, alkaline. Right? I want to be charged all the time. This is a battery, right? And as far as protocols and supplements and things, you need this, look, guys, we are water, yeah, and a little bit of carbon. That's what we are. So what's the point on what I'm doing is, as we move into the future with the AI and all the things that AI is going to be doing for us, right? With us, right? Even against us, right? I like to tell the story of a friend of mine who got a knee replacement, right? And that was 2 years ago. And that knee is obsolete. It's a dinosaur right now. There's so many new knees. And even if you got, I had a friend of mine who got, now he needed a new knee. So there's no way around that. So he had to get his knee replaced. And he's fine, right? The knee is fine. It's just an old knee now, right? Well, this body, it's got the capacity, right? It's got the capability of upgrade, right? And update constantly. This is a battery. This is a supercomputer, right? It's got software and hardware, right? So if we keep the hardware, the physical part, right, intact, all we gotta do is keep updating the software. Updating to last. And the idea to last is because I don't see any other point of what most people are doing. Everybody is, make money. I get it. Everybody wants to be a gazillionaire. Me too. Everybody wants to have more money. But what is the point of capitalism, commerce, trade, making money? People are forgetting that the single goal that we all have is human well-being. That's why we ended up creating society, is for the sake of human well-being. And we're forgetting about that. No, but I wanted a bigger house. What do you want a bigger house? another car, a plane, a helicopter, whatever it is that you want, right? And whatever it is that you're involved in, whether you sell cars, you sell fruits, I don't know, you sell apartments, whatever is your business, right? We're forgetting at the end of the day, what you want is comfort, and comfort translates into human well-being, right? And we're forgetting that. That's why you need to keep not in shape, right? I already passed that at my age. I know I want to be in shape, yes, but it's not that what I'm into it. It's shape, being in shape, right, and looking good and all that everybody wants. It's got to be a consequence of being healthy. Healthy with the idea of longevity, last as long, because people keep talking about anti-aging, and there's no such a thing as anti-aging. Right? And by the way, I just got my results, raw plant-based, mostly fruit diet. I got my full blood panel because I don't consume this and that. People say that I'm deficient. I'm not deficient or anything. I'm in perfect health, right? And the idea, right, is that I want to be electrical. I want to fill things up. I don't want to take tests. I take tests because I have insurance and I don't use it because I never get sick, right? And I have it because, you know, if I break a leg, I'm going to end up in the ER and that's going to be $10,000. So I have to carry that for my kids. But the idea here is I don't want to be plugged to a machine to tell me, oh, well, you should take this test to see if you have how's your liver. No. I want to be this battery, this supercomputer, this AI supercomputer, right? Where I can fill things up. And that is the problem that I see. The main problem with most of the diets where you eat cooked food, right? Animal DNA into a human being that generates a lot of waste, and you're insulated, you're isolated from feeling life, right? And life has nothing to do with society. Life has nothing to do with your car, your business, your family. Life as it's intended to be, right? Life, we are awake, we're consciousness, which people confuse with mental awareness, right? Yes, you got to be as aware as possible, right? But we want to be able to feel things up. Your spleen, your liver, your kidney, right? And those are the simple things that I'm trying to do. Cut things off my life to make it simple, right? And stay healthy. And why I'm saying there is no such thing as anti-aging, right? Because you cannot reverse aging. But because most people, the majority of the people are aging way too fast, right? When somebody comes along and it looks great for, I don't know, 70, 80, whatever, you think that person is reversing aging. When in reality, that person is getting closer and closer to the way that we're supposed to age. Because most people age just way too fast. So according to the test that I got my results, I'm aging, right? And shout out to this guy, Brian Johnson, because he's aging 6.4 months out of the 12 months in a year. I'm aging 6.5, right, months in a 12-month period, which is, I'm thinking about, no, I think I'm aging, I'm getting closer to the way I'm supposed to look for my age. But because most people that are my age, in their 50s, right, don't look like me, they think that I look great, which is not true, because I know a lot of people much older than me, they look really fantastic, right? But we cut things off. All the junk food, there's no smoking, there's no drinking, all these poisons, right? Mental situations, right? That age you way too so fast, right? That's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Let's get into this, guys. This is with all the respect that everybody deserves. I am not trying to insult anybody that suffers from any from depression, from stress, from anxiety, whatever it is that you suffer from, right? If you are in that kind of situation, think about this for a second. If you're depressed, you're stressed, anxiety, your brain, your human mechanism is not working for you. It's working against you, right? Because if you're in control of this machine, this AI machine, whatever, right? You decide how you feel. Like I'm talking to you right now, right? You need to understand that right now, 6:35 in the morning, looking at the sunrise, right? I'm chemically balanced. And most people do not understand that I want to do this at command. And you should be able to do this at command. Oh no, but you don't know, I got stressed with my job. If you got your job, your mother-in-law, your boss, or the situation in your life is stressing you, depressing you, creating anxiety on your life, right? You're a slave to those things that are putting you in this situation. You need to take control of your life. Because when is it that you make your best decisions? When you calm, when you're cool, right? That's when your life is going to start changing, when you understand that you're in charge of this machine. And like I like to tell people, respectfully again, if you take a pill for your anxiety and it works, it does work, it's just a chemical balance. This is a chemical factory, right? And all it needs is raw material, no cooked material, no animal DNA. You cannot create the most successful, efficient, nor capable human being out of animal DNA. You are what you eat. You need to consume things that are farther away from this DNA, right? Raw material. And this body will create any chemical that it needs. Now, but I eat and I feel great. You don't know how feeling great is. Now, with animal DNA, you can survive. With cooked food, with pasta, with pizza, with whatever it is that you feel great. You don't know how it feels, right? Because you are not on the side of the spectrum where I am. And I can tell you that my senses have been so enhanced to a point that I can smell. Look, guys, there are smells everywhere. I can smell everything. I can sense things. There's things that I can do, right? And we all can do these things that they seem to be like miracles. And I learned, right, that these are things that everybody can do. We all have the same capability. But because we are so off, they need to be plugged to a machine to tell you how's your blood pressure, your heart rate. You're not able to feel anything. I feel everything in my body. I get to know my body very well, right? And that's because I'm an electrical battery, a supercomputer that I can read myself. And that's all I'm trying to do here, right? I want to last as long. I want to be able to play with my grandkids. I want to see the world is going to be so different in just a few months as AI and quantum computing just keep programming and taking over the world, right? And I'm very positive, very optimistic of what's going to happen because people say, well, what's going to happen to my job? Well, if you don't have a job because AI took your job, well, aren't you going to be on vacation and you're going to be off? People say, well, what am I going to do? Guys, let's see. As the world has emerged for this terrible situation, like World War I, World War II, right? And you thought that, I don't know, the Industrial Revolution will make you lose your job. Look what happens. New industries have been created, new jobs have been created, and I know people say, well, things are bad, but we've never been better. And I know things are not as great as they're supposed to be, right? But things are better. You go home, you have AC, you have refrigerator, you have 3 bathrooms in the house. Some people have pools. You have hot water 24/7. You don't even have to water your plants. You have sprinkles all over the house. There's internet everywhere, and you have all these comforts, right? But we still suffer because that's human behavior is always trying to sabotage herself, right? And I'm to a point where I just want to be able, right, to be as healthy as possible. So I don't have to go. It's preventive health. That's all I'm trying to do. And if we don't do this, we're gonna miss out on what's coming in the next. I say months, but it could be just weeks. We are moving so fast, and everybody's for AI supremacy and quantum computer. The computer is programming hundreds of thousands of millions of times per second, right? And what's coming is going to be great. is going to be great, and we're going to understand new things, and we're going to be able to enjoy more free time. I'm thinking so, because people think that they're going to lose their job, and I'm thinking about if the AI is going to be doing everything, we might be not doing much, right? So, and that's the idea here. Chronic health, just preventing health. I'm not against all these protocols, all this. We don't have enough research for all these things that people are testing in the lab. There's not, we don't know the side effects of it. 3-5 years into the future, I just want to look. I want to go back to the basics, right? And I want to put above everything else that I'm doing spirituality. And for me, spirituality, right, comes with breath work, right? The basics are of chronic health. From whatever side you would like to look at it, this is just exercise, restfulness, and nourishment. But above everything is breath work. Why I'm saying it's breath work? Because you can't go just a couple of minutes without breathing, number one. Number two, you regulate yourself by breathing. You understand yourself by breathing. When you meditate, which is something that you cannot do. People misunderstand meditation. Oh, I'm going to meditate. You cannot meditate. The less you do, right, the more meditative you become. The less you do, the more meditative you come, right? And that's when you, and pretty much what you want to do is you want to bring your heart rate so low to a frequency when you start feeling things that you normally don't feel in, that you bypass all these things, that you, the smells, your sense of hearing, paying attention to the trees. And I know people say, oh, yogi, start to pseudoscience, and guys, we exhale CO2, right? And that CO2 is what the trees are absorbing, and they are giving us oxygen. And I like to say this all the time, there is no such a thing as your life and my life, right? There's only one life, everybody's in it. It's not like, oh, that's your life, this is my life. It's like, the liver telling the kidney, that's your life and this is my life. No, we are all together in this. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my life. It's more about feeling, right? Feeling, not tripping, right? No hallucinating, feeling it. How is it, right? Your body has the ability to tell you. You're just not paying attention. What it needs, what it doesn't need. How can you expand? How can you extend, right? Which is what this is what humans want. You have this car, you want a better car. You have this house, you want a bigger house. You want to expand, right? But in the material world, expansion means getting more things, bigger things, right? That never ends. You get a car, you want a helicopter, you want a plane, you want a bigger plane, you want to go to the moon, you want a rocket, you want Mars, and that never stops. Never, ever stops, right? But if you look inside, there's things that you can expand. That's the spiritual part that I'm trying to realize. Let me put it that way. That's what all these beings that are enlightening beings, realization, they realize how is it, right? I'm nowhere near to those enlightening beings, but I am to a level where I can tell you guys that just enhance your senses. And for that, the diet is raw plant-based, right? Mostly fruits with a lot of water. The planet is 3/4 water. The human body is 3/4 water. We should consume things with water. Not drinking so much water, but in eating water, consuming water. And that's how you become electric energy, right? There's nonsense going around that you gotta sleep 8 hours. You gotta sleep as many hours as you have to be fully rested. But if you sleep 8 hours in a period of 24 hours in every day, you sleeping 1/3 of your life. That doesn't make any sense to me. That does not make any sense to me. Well, and I have a bunch of examples of people that sleep from, I know people that sleep from 4 hours to what I'm sleeping right now, 6 hours. And so, well, what will you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because I can't wait to get up, see what's new, see what's up. What, it's just living life, right? I don't want to be in bed. No, but I enjoy sleeping. You cannot enjoy sleeping, guys, right? Because if you're enjoying sleeping, you're not sleeping, right? When you go to sleep, you're supposed to be dead. And that's another thing I want to try to find out. How to try to cut my dreams off. I don't want to dream because you keep moving, you keep, right? I want to go dead, right? And then wake up fully rested with less than 6 hours of sleep, fully rested, right? The idea is here to be fully rested, right? And guys, with that, I'm going to let you go. I already went for 20 minutes on the rant, and I'm gonna keep smashing this topic. There's nothing else, right, in this life than having your health. Body, mind, health. According to health, making yourself high performance is not difficult. Stop being low performance. Stop being medium or mediocre performance, and you're gonna be a high performance individual, right? All right, and with that, I'm gonna let you go, guys. Have an amazing day. Let's go. Let's get it going. Later.